guys, I'm Devin and I'm with Eternally King Ministries. So today I just want to talk to you a little bit about our mind and our thoughts and about actually having control over those. So I'm going to start with the scripture. It's 2 Corinthians 10:5. It says, "We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought and make it obedient to Christ." So the first thing I want to talk about is taking our thoughts captive and making them obedient to Christ. So first thing is, thoughts are not always our own. Okay, so I can place a thought in your mind. I can say pizza or talk about food, and now you're thinking about food, and you're like, oh man, dinner, what am I going to have? The other thing is that the enemy, he can place thoughts in your mind through physical components like music or TVs, like whatever you're listening to. You have ports, so you have your eyes, your ears, all right? Those are things that you can actually receive thoughts through. The other thing would be the spiritual sense, the thought that it would just actually pop up in your mind. That's also some of the way that he can speak also. You're just like, wait, why am I thinking this? Like, it's not actually your own thought. Okay, God can do the same thing. It can go through encouragement, through the physical sense, your eyes, your ears, or like reading the word, or it can also come through just like the fact of that feeling or the thought at the time. Okay, so these are the things that we actually have to receive first to understand our thoughts, where they come from. Second thing is what do you allow your mind to like thrive on? What do you allow your mind to actually think on? So now with thoughts in your mind, do you take it captive and make it obedient to Christ, or do you actually let it just fester? Like say it's a thought like, you're worthless. All right? Now you actually have self-control by the Spirit of God. It's a component that has been given to you, fruit, okay, to actually have control over your mind. And now you don't ever have to allow your mind to actually think about those things if they're not from God. That's what the scripture, I believe, really is talking about, is about taking our thoughts captive and making them obedient to Jesus, that we would have a sound mind and that we would have control over our mind, self-control. And these are just fruits of God and fruits of the Spirit. So yeah, I just want to go with that. I just want to actually proclaim over you that our minds would just sit underneath the government of the Spirit, and that we would take every thought captive, and that we would just make it obedient to Jesus, and that we would be able to think like God. We'd be able to think positively and actually be encouraged in our day. And we would not allow our minds to fester on things that would be tearing us down and actually come to destroy us. So no more thoughts of the enemy, and we just encourage you that you'd be have thoughts full of God, and that's where your mind would wander. So yeah, we just thank you, and we want to just encourage you with that. Also, if you guys like this hat, check out the link below. You guys can go to our website and order a hat like this. We also have some clothing on there now too. So thanks guys, have a good day.